see them.
Can see them.
Oh, Alf, even if you scooched away, you'd still be there.
They must have really adjusted that. Okay, so we're gonna call the July 10th, 2025 LaGrange County Tech Review meeting to order. The roll call, please. Alfredo Garcia,
Here.
Kyle Burchett,
Here.
Darren Morgan.
Here.
Zach Walty here.
Here.
So, first one up, and so if there's any comments that we made, you do need to come up to the podium, so because then the camera will pick you up at the podium, it won't pick you up out there. You are on that, yeah.
It's a new state law.
It is a new state law. Believe me, if we didn't have to do it, we wouldn't, so. Up is a subdivision for Freeman and Ruby Yoder by Advanced Land Surveying. We're in Clay Township West, Section 17, Township 37 North, Range East, it's Zone A2. It's located at 4950 West, 200 North, Shipshewana. Application is for a proposed one lot minor plat. Here's our one lot minor plat. Let's see. I didn't have any comments on this, so I did it. Ronnie and I have already discussed them, so everything that I had from him is okay. Darren, do you have any comments?
Mine says okay. So we're good.
Alfredo?
No, we're good.
Kyle?
Nope.
Zach?
No.
So this gets final approval here at the planning commission, or the tech meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. That's been approved.
Good job, Ronnie.
And we move on, second one for advanced land surveying is Richard and Rachel Fry, or Spring Township, section 29, township 36 north, range 9 east, it's zone A2. It's located north of 4095 west, 17700 south. Topeka. Application is for a proposed one lot minor plat. Here's our proposed one lot minor plat. I didn't have any comments on this one. Aaron,
I am good.
Alfredo,
None.
Kyle,
None.
Richard?
None.
Sorry. None? Again, this gets final approval here, the tech meeting. Do I have a motion?
Made a motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. That approved. We're going to move on to for First State Bank, Township Shipshewana by Evan Marsh. It's Township Section 14, Township 37 North, Range 8 East, it's Zone B3. It's located east of 7915 West, US 20, Shipshewana. Application is for a new branch from First State Bank. Here's our site plan. The drainage. Elevations of the structure. Their lot. I asked about some final comments from INDOT. That was the only comment I had. Aaron?
I also just wondered if there was NDOT approval. Not that I need to see it.
Kyle?
This project has been accepted, reviewed, and approved by the LaGrange Saltwater Conservation District.
Alfredo?
Did you receive the letter from the town of Shipshewana for utilities? Yes. Okay. So none.
Zach?
The parking lot to the east, is that the employee parking lot or overflow, or what is that area?
Please, could you just give your name?
Yes, good morning. My name's Tim Ellerding. I'm the project manager for Avonmarsh. Yeah, the parking all the way to the east is dedicated for buggy parking. And then the parking directly east of the building, that's anticipated more for employee parking, but it would also be counted as overflow.
Customer parking up front there, basically.
Customer parking in front, yes, sir. And we did receive verbal approval in DOT. I'm expecting that letter here, hopefully in the next day or two. All right, cool.
So this goes to the planning commission, so it goes to the planning commission at the next meeting. We'll see you then.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thank you.
When you get the NDOT letter, just send it.
I'll get it to you. Yeah.
Next one is Super Pro LLC. It's a subdivision. We're in Greenfield Township, section 33, township 38 north, range 11 east, it's zone A1. It's located east of 8655 East 400 North Powell. Application is for proposed one lot minor plat. Here's our proposed one lot minor plat. Ooh,
Ooh, that was fun.
sorry. So, I didn't have any comments on it. Darren,
Limit one drive per lot.
you asked us to have that to be on the plat.
Mhm.
Alfredo,
None.
Kyle,
None.
Jack,
This is one of those ones where it's a one-time cut off a parent parcel, 2 to 5 acres. Yeah, no, that's all I was.
so, with that being said, I think we can approve it with make sure that the limit one drive per lot is added to the plat.
Motion to approve as said.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried, plat's been approved. Next one, we're for David and Leah Yoder, it's an AFO, agronomics, we're in Clay Township West, section 30, Township 37 North, range 9 East, it's zone A2. It's located at 5375 West, 100 South LaGrange. Application is for a proposed 43 by 600 Miller poultry boiler barn, a 40 by 40 uncovered manure storage, 14 by 16 motor room. We have feed bin pad, 42 by 600 chicken pasture, 8 by 24 compost bin, and a new well is going to be proposed. Here's our site plan. Here's our site. I had a couple of comments on this one. I asked to label the distance to the floodplain. Asked about how long, we call it a manure storage, how long it will be in there, and how will runoff be handled while the manure is being stored there. Aaron,
I'm just making a note that the right of way will have to be paved for the driveway.
Kyle,
This project has been accepted, reviewed, and approved by the LaGrange Soil and Water Conservation District.
Alfredo,
None.
I'll draft you some.
I
oh, I'm
believe,
sorry.
I was waiting for a second.
I believe the address is wrong. It should be 5375 west, not east.
Oh, on the,
In the, the top.
on the
The
drawing.
top.
Yeah,
Oh, it's-
Yeah. The top.
The drawing says.
Yeah.
the,
East.
your address box up top has east
Okay.
instead of west. I
Mhm.
couldn't find it at first. I'm like, oh, because it doesn't exist there on the east side. And then as the owner here today, are you the owner of the property? There's a regulated drain tile that we have on record that goes underneath your driveway. Do you know anything about that tile?
Under the driveway?
The existing regulated drain tile under your existing driveway that goes through that property? Do you know it?
that tile that goes through, that's what we had to sit back from.
Okay, yeah, I have never had anything to do with it.
You don't know where it's at, how deep it is, or what
Not
condition it is?
necessarily.
Sir, are you asking if we located it? Is that what you're asking?
We can pick it up. I mean, you can line it up, see pretty easily where it goes.
On the land?
Yeah,
You can, because we can see where it comes from the ditch to the west,
Comes by.
and you can see it come.
comes right out of
Through.
the corner and goes right east.
No, I just wondered, we'll leave it as is. I uncover these things sometimes does more damage than just not covering, but if this is gonna increase the traffic over that driveway, a little more weight, as long as you got good cover and good driveway, it shouldn't be a problem, but just wanted to make that known that I don't know how deep it is or where it's at, so it's hard for me to give you a lot of, but it's worked so far, and if you guys aren't, there's already an existing driveway, but this will increase traffic and definitely a lot more construction activity, and as long as I stay on the drive, that should help. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So.
Up for me, okay. I will have Amber label the distance and change the address on the site plan. So in the first year, there won't be any manure in that manure stack because they don't take any out. We did put it on the side to keep it away from the, the flood zone and the wetland to the northwest. It is uncovered. However, it is, usually manure stacks are constructed so the floors are sloped to the rear to prevent runoff. Will there be runoff? Of course, because it's open. So rain can get in there. This one is,
But this is where you told us it's chickens. So
Yes.
they don't scoop it out as often.
right. So the whole barn isn't taken out.
It's like
So
big
once
bird.
they do start taking out, it is composted, windrowed into 3 lines. And then they only take one of the windrows out. And then it's redistributed. And then they put a little bit of sawdust, clean sawdust in on top.
Because we normally worry about the cows, right? Yeah, they make a lot more.
Yeah.
Although I have a lot of chickens right now.
So that's why we can not get away with, that's a bad way to say it, but that's why we can do smaller manure storage
Yeah.
because they're not taking the whole barn of manure
Yeah.
out.
And they're a smaller animal, so they
Yes.
produce less.
Any other comments?
We don't normally make the birds be covered. Yeah. Okay. No, I think we're good. Everything seems minimal to me, so I motion to approve with the changes that were requested.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Any of those final approvals here? And so we're moving on to Mark and Derek Von Traeger. It's a CFO by Agronomics and Land and Boundary. It's Newberry Township, Section 30, Township 37 North, Range 8 East. It's zoned A2. It's located at 0160 South, 1150 West, and 0230 South and 1150 West, Middlebury. Application is for a proposed 66 by 536 Dutch Country Layer Barn. Let's see, feed bank pad, 12 by 60 foot loading dock. It has chicken pasture and a 30-foot filter strip and a new well. Here's our site plan. So I asked, are we creating this new piece of ground? Yeah. It's So we'll need the copy of the survey for the file. Those were my comments. Baron?
I think it would help to note the tree line on your drawing. And then also, maybe I don't see, no, you have it, okay. Maybe just label the ditch setback line. Because right now it's just a dash line.
Right away to be paid.
And, oh yeah, and then the right of way will be paved. But you don't have to note that on your drawing. That's just general knowledge.
Kyle?
This project has been accepted, reviewed, and approved by LaGrange County Soil and Water Conservation District.
Alfredo?
I initially see none, but what is the proposed well?
It is 100 foot to the east. Sorry.
It's 100 foot to the east. Sorry, it's on the site map.
I don't see
It might not be on the site
I
plan.
don't see in the site plan with the radius for the 100 feet. This is what I was
It's a
questioning.
little bit north and east of the egg room. And
Somebody see it there? I
it
don't
is
see
not
it.
on his site plan, so
Okay, that's
I'll
missing.
send the
Mhm.
updated
Yep.
site plan to
Mhm.
you. We also will have to install a septic
Yeah.
for it.
Okay, so that should be included, the proposed there,
because-
okay?
Yes, because they're not washing the eggs there, but they will have the drains.
Okay.
So that's my mistake for not
Mm-hmm.
letting him know.
That's fine.
So you need to show the well and septic and the setback for the well and the septic.
Mhm.
Now we need to see that probably, don't you?
Yeah, they need to add that. Mhm. Yep.
And then I just had more comments on, you guys are creating a new parcel here, is that correct?
Mhm.
What's the setbacks from the existing structures to this new line, I guess, new parcel line on there?
Part of,
They own the whole thing,
correct, but there's an existing parcel line.
correct, and they're shifting that.
Just at the back.
This parcel,
14
this
feet.
little house parcel to the south is they're using that driveway, and then they're using the neighbors, not neighbors, but it's their other parcel. I guess, what are you doing here with the land? Because right now, the parcel that you're using for the chicken barn goes with the parcel to the house to the north. Now you got the house to the south with this land in the back of it, you know what I'm saying? It's all one owner, but there's two different parcels.
Levi Rednauer, land and boundary. So, yeah, the 21 acres, 21 acres. The house to the south is going to own all of this with the chicken barn. The house that's on the north side of that heavy line,
Mhm.
that's a Dowdy house. Yeah. For the parcel to the north, and I think there's another house even further north of that. As far as the distances off the line there, the horse barn that's the closest, just south of the heavy line, there's the two big blocks. We're 25 feet off of that. And then the house just to the north of the line, I think it looks like 14.3 feet north of the
Mhm.
boundary line.
14.3.
And that portion of that line is the existing.
That-
lot
yes.
line there now.
That was already existing, right?
We're not changing that one.
Have this been surveyed to create a new parcel yet?
Yes, this has already been recorded.
Oh, okay.
So I
This
can
hasn't been
send all-
updated on the map then?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was confused. Okay,
So does that house use both driveways? Or do they?
There's not really a driveway for the house to the north.
I see there's like little sidewalks both
Yeah.
ways. So do they primarily use the north driveway or this driveway?
To the north.
They share their lines.
Okay.
I assume
With your
just
mom
because
and
the
dad.
barn's right there. Okay. Just verifying in case we need an easement.
So this is a CFO, goes to the planning commission.
Copy that.
Okay.
Any other comments, Brent?
just that Al gets a chance to approve
Yeah,
the well
to check that.
radius and septic before it goes to
Yeah.
the planning commission agenda.
So we need the well radius, we need the septic information,
Yep.
label the ditch setback, right away to be paved, and ask to have the tree line noted.
Alfredo, will we need to have, septic borings? Are we good with that?
What is the septic permit number is 191? Yeah, I think we need soil borings.
Okay.
So this is 91, so the soil boring start at 95. So probably we don't have any soil boring, so yeah, I need soil boring for that one, please. Yeah.
Do you have any questions for us on what is needed? Leave it corrected.
I believe so.
All right, perfect. So we're gonna move on to, the next one. It's, for bond by agronomics and land and boundary, when it's an AFO or Newberry Township, section 27, township 37 north, range 8 east, it's zone A2. It's located at 8255 west, 100 south, Shipshewana. Application is for proposed 44 by 352 Country View Camp Barn. Let's see, compacted clay calf area, 8 by 2 straight vinyl, 20 by 40 storage area, and a 36 by 44 uncovered manure storage. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, wait. Oh, let's try again. Here's our site plan. So, my comment is then this manure storage should be covered. Karen,
Right away is to be paved for commercial driveway.
Kyle,
This project has been accepted, reviewed, and approved by LaGrange County Soil and Water Conservation District.
Alfredo,
They are missing the year for the septic permit. So that should be 06-3832. And also looks that is another house northwest that we don't have any septic record, so at least the septic tank should be located for that and make some kind of note that the no septic record available at the health department.
Just for clarification, is there an existing barn or we removed to put this barn in? Does that sound right?
Yes.
And does the owner here today? You currently raise calves out there right now?
I did. I told him.
Sold them and then you're getting back into it or building the barn for them now? Are these all indoors or outdoors both?
Indoor,
All indoor? And then are you gonna put a new well or do they have an existing well to,
existing.
is that on here, the existing well you'd be using?
They should all be on there, yeah.
Yeah, they show the primary 50 feet
Yes.
radius, yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I haven't asked.
Okay. Okay, so yes, we're covering the manure storage. We'll put that on there. I'll have him write on there. It's covered manure storage. And then he'll have to go back out and they'll locate the septic tank. And then, we'll put on the site plan that they're.
Oh, you don't have to.
No.
I'm just saying it in a meeting so that it's publicly known. So
Okay,
when I tell them they have to pay the right away,
okay.
not to get too grumpy. So are you good with approving it with those two factors?
yeah, it's just basically
Mhm.
changing some wording on them,
Okay, just verifying.
Yep.
and then having the septic tank located for
Mhm.
Alfredo.
Okay, so motion to approve with the changes required just for information. Of the manure storage and the septic.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Another AFO, this is for Farmwell and Raver. It's Newberry Township, section 29, Township 37 North, range A East, is zone A2. It's located at 0370 South and 075 West Mulberry. Application is for proposed 6 by 580 Herbert layer barn. 40 by 56 manure storage, 14 by 16 motor room. We have feed bin pad, loading dock, chicken pasture, and with a new well. Here's our site plan. So I asked, are we combining parcels?
Yes. We can do that today.
That's my comments. Darren,
Note the drainage ditch and right of way north of the road. And then the right of way is to be paved.
Kyle,
This project has been accepted, reviewed, and approved by the LaGrange County Soil and Water Conservation District.
Fredo,
I think you are missing also the well for this one.
And so,
And I'm not sure, is the proposed septic system for this one?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my fault for not telling him
No, that's
again.
fine. Mhm.
But he is missing the well, and I, maybe in the first map that I sent him, might have omitted that, but it
Okay.
is by the motor room.
Yeah.
And then we'll put the septic
Yeah.
system on the west side.
Yeah, and this one you don't need salt borings, okay? They are
Yep.
pretty much 23
We will
years old.
need one?
Yeah,
Okay.
no salt borings.
No solar farms, okay. No.
Zach,
no.
pardon?
Nope.
Nope. So this is an AFO that is final approval here, so it looks like we need the well and the septic information,
Mhm.
drainage ditch.
Ditch on the
And
far side.
combine the parcels. Yeah, on the north side of the road.
Yeah,
Just because they're showing it in the parcels.
yeah, you can show it on there, yeah. It's across the road though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that it should be
Yeah.
shown.
show it.
Motion to approve with those stipulations.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Next one is a subdivision for Carl and Loretta Miller. We're in Eden Township, section 6, Township 36 North, range 2 East, it's zone 18. It's located at 2490 South, 1100 West, Solana. Application is for proposed one lot minor plat. Here's our one lot minor plat. So, in the UDO, any lot that's over 5 acres is supposed to have a 50-foot easement per ordinance. So that's a comment I made. Darren?
None.
None. Kyle?
None.
Alfredo?
None.
Zach?
You have some numbered points on there, 1, 4, 5, 3. Is there a legend for those numbers?
So I usually set the corners. I haven't set the corners yet. They're just on there right now. So once I set them, then I'll put the numbers on there and then I add the legend. Same thing with the title or the caption in the description where it says May XX 2025 or
So
whatever.
this is the plat, but you don't have it finished yet. So are we approving this? Or are we approving the one you're gonna give us?
Well, the only thing that's missing is the corners to be set. And
Like the legend that says what those corners are?
yeah, well, like I said, I'm gonna add the legend in there after I set the corners that are missing, which are the blocks.
So the 1, 2, 3, 4, There's 5 and 6 out there by the road too,
Yeah, they'll also be put in
the legend.
7.
So those are all the existing ones. He hasn't set these ones. It's an existing
Correct.
parcel.
Correct, yes.
They're notching out the garden.
Yeah, there's like a garden.
Yeah.
Typically though, these are set when I plat this off, like it tells me rebar set, rebar set, rebar found.
Yeah, but don't you have like so much time to set it?
Yeah, once
It's like a law.
I just want to know what these 1, 2, 3, 4, what these are on a legend on this plaque. 'Cause I can't tell what they are. There's a point that I assume you put a rebar in the ground, but
Well, there's a legend at the bottom.
Yeah.
there is. But
It's just they
oh,
don't.
rebar. Okay,
They just don't know what the numbers mean.
what the numbers mean? Yeah, why the numbers?
The numbers are for our boundary surveys, which is this needed a boundary survey first. So that number 4 would say on the sheet would say rebar found so many inches deep,
Okay,
what the size is, if it was capped.
Okay.
Whether we held it or if it was off.
sounds good. Did you? Would you? I guess then Robbie's comment only comment then 30 foot versus 50.
My question is about, is that the only, we have an existing 30-foot easement?
No, we were gonna plat that. I think I saw it in the ordinance, but since you said it was 5 acres, then
You're gonna change it to
we'll
50.
put it to 50.
So
So the easement needs to be changed to a 50-foot easement, and you want the legend for the points?
well, now that I explained it, I don't know if I need it now. It's
Oh,
you just put numbers on there. So I was wondering what those numbers meant.
So mainly just
The drive.
mine.
fix the easement. Okay. Motion to approve with the changes needed.
All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Opposed? Motion carried. We're moving on for Jared, who's under waiver. It's by Hampton Plow in Johnson Township, section 34, Township 36 North, Range 10 East, Zone 32. It's located at 7425 South State Road 9, Orfordville. Application is for a proposed one lot minor plat. Here's our proposed one lot minor plat. So, since it's on State Road 9, we didn't need any road dedication. I think you still have it on the plat for road dedication. We didn't need to add the soil warrants to the plat. Is there a billboard easement? And if so, show it on the plat. Any my comments, Aaron?
Sorry. Mine is to show the drive if it's on the parcel, the squiggly snake one,
On the remainder parcel.
on the new
The new
parcel.
parcel with the drive.
Okay.
Because if you look at Robbie's aerial, go back one, or right there, see how the squiggly drive?
Okay.
Sorry.
Kyle,
None.
Alfredo?
I think it's for them to check with the town of Walkerville for any potential. I don't know, you had a letter from
We
them.
received it this morning.
Oh, I need a copy, please.
Yep, we'll get you that.
Thank you.
Zach?
I suppose this is being platted for a new building lot. Is that correct? 2.97 acres.
Presumably, yeah.
It's really springy down there, water wise.
Yeah, down beneath the little path that I
Yeah.
have, it's got,
They're planning on building, I guess, on the upper side of it then.
yeah, well, and that's probably gonna be pastured into the corner.
And I think that you have 160.38 acres left remaining. I don't think that's correct.
No, that's for the core section. The remaining acreage is 14.97.
It's right under the
That's the
parcel
label below
ID.
that.
So So you basically calculating the whole section of that. Does that, do you need to have 160.3 acres on there?
That's for, see, it says Northwest Quarter, Section 34,
Okay,
160.38 acres.
got you. So this is for the whole thing.
That shows the quarter section breakdown. Yep.
What's the remaining acres on the parcel that you're from 14.97 is the remaining?
It would be 12 on the remainder.
Okay. And is this plan on being on, I imagine, the sewer system?
No,
No?
no, I just,
Costing too much.
So you have to, so yeah, soil borings up in the upper part there.
There are
also.
soil borings, yeah.
Is there a billboard easement?
I don't know.
I don't think, we didn't come across anything in our research. That's not to say it might not exist somewhere.
You say you
but-
own the billboard?
I'm pretty sure I do, because I can take it down anytime. They signed a lease per year.
They
Otherwise,
pay you for it?
Yeah, they
So-
pay it per year.
Now that you're selling this parcel, the billboard will no longer be owned by you unless you remain in ownership of this parcel. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Since this billboard is on that land, you no longer own it if you sell this.
That parcel owns it.
We'll own it. So no easement we needed because they own it.
Yeah, that's what I was just asking.
She was just verifying there wasn't one.
Easements if you don't own it, yeah.
Right, but yeah, that's why I was asking if there isn't.
Okay.
I don't know if any- I keep it mowed for them to get there. but
You're gonna lose your billboard income? You Sell it?
We're gonna lose it, yeah.
Mhm.
$100,000 a year.
They don't have that off.
Yeah.
Oh. Regulated drain setback. Do you put that on there?
We can add that. Is that a path or a driveway, Jerry? Okay,
Driveway only goes left.
okay.
Okay,
Do you want the path shown on there or? It's just dirt, there's no gravel?
is that what they're going to use? We don't know.
More than likely, they're gonna come in off the driveway, jog just a bit, and the house will be straight ahead up there, and the septic will be down there, flat spot. More than likely. But
No, don't show it if it's just like a trail. That makes more sense. That's very squiggly for driving.
Leisurely.
Is this in the town limits or outside the town limits? Jerry?
outside.
That's why they won't commit to sewer.
Do what?
They won't commit to sewer because it's outside the limits.
It's just cost a
The
lot.
cost.
I mean, is that the Raver ditch there or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's hard to bring across.
The same thing when I built the house in the back there.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're gonna sign off on it.
So, motion to, are we good with motioning to approve?
Pending those
I think that sounds
conditions
good.
of the setback and
Drainage setback, fix the remaining acreage, because we took off the drive and we took off the building easement, not the building, the billboard easement.
Right.
Yeah, so, were you motioning or was I motioning?
I just,
I motioned with those two things.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Darren, do you always physically motion when you motion?
Yes. I think I'll do that
It's a
now.
new way now.
I think.
give the camera.
Maybe I should look at the camera.
To LA patio furniture. Arrangement and Land First Spring, Section 17, Township 36 North, Range 9 East, is Zone A2. It's located east of 4950 South, 500 West Topeka. Application is for proposed wholesale manufacturing of outdoor patio poly furniture. Here's our proposal. So I asked about a landscaping plan per ordinance, dumpster, center line of drainage swale. I don't know what that comment means now, I'll be very honest. I'll put it there. Aaron,
Note the plat and lot.
Mhm.
That's what I wrote.
Yeah, we can do that.
This project has been accepted, reviewed, and approved by the LaGrange County Soil and Water Conservation District.
Alfredo?
Did you already send the soil boring to the state?
We need to find out. So the soil borings were done at the time this was platted.
Okay.
So the business wasn't envisioned at that
Okay.
point. So we were going to reach out to Tom. I
Yeah.
believe Tom did the.
Yeah, so in that way it can
And
send
see
it.
if he can send it. And
Yeah.
I'll probably have some paperwork for Raymond to fill out.
Yeah. Okay, sound good?
Is this a standalone business on a platted lot? Do the owners live that close by, Clayton, you know?
Very close, just right down 500 south.
And this is all approved in the new zoning ordinance for how to do this type of business. That looks like a good plan. It's not too far from Topeka, just a couple miles.
Mhm, yeah.
How many, is this gonna be retail?
I don't believe so. No.
Just manufacturing and then wholesale out to retail outlets, I guess?
Yeah, this is an existing business. He's just
Oh.
relocating it to
That makes more
a
sense.
spot where he can expand a little bit.
Okay. I never know the backstory because it makes
Yeah.
more sense. Like, that's a pretty big operation to start from scratch, but no, it's big enough.
Yeah.
I had nothing on it.
Okay, so this goes to the planning commission for
Mhm.
final approval. Do you have any questions on our comments?
I don't think so. We did learn something in this one. When we had the one for the bork holders, there was a cemetery, and so we
Oh.
found out about the archaeology stuff. But apparently, if the cemetery is newer than 1940, you don't have to do anything. They want to know about it, but you don't have to get approval. So Yeah.
More than 1940.
mhm.
How many are newer than 1940?
That's an interesting one.
State
We're
code.
gonna move on
apparently.
to another site plan for Leonard and Dorado Whiteman. Clear Springs Township, section 36, township range 6 north, range 9 east, and zone A2. Excuse me. It's located at 7240 south, 075 west, Orville. Application is to relocate an established veg shop in existing district, specializing in custom built and open carriages and luggage with a limited retail component. Here's our site plan. I asked, is there any outside display area? If so, it should be labeled. Any outside storage of materials? If so, it should be screened. Shows parking spots. ADA is required. Landscaping plan per ordinance, dumpster enclosure. Were all comments I made are requirements from the UDO. Aaron?
Note the drive information, so radii and things. Note the plat and lot, and then the right of way will be paid for commercial drive.
Kyle?
Does the existing structure have floor drains?
No.
No, okay, all right. Do you have any type of a spill plan in place?
I don't, but I could get one.
Okay, I don't necessarily need a copy of it, but, you're just trying to keep paint and other materials from getting into local waterways.
We did talk.
I mean, you've got your oil-based paint, I don't know what my paint is based, but is there a certain requirement depending on what you have?
As far as like, spill plan goes, or,
Like no chemical, if I would have no chemicals, would I still have to have a spill plan?
oh, I would prefer that you would have one. That since you don't have any floor drains inside the building, there's not the hazard of that going into the floor drain and getting out somewhere, but it would still be a good idea to have something in place. So like oil dry or cat litter or something like that, just to be able to help absorb, spilt paint.
He did specify to me that they're not doing like finishing per se here. They
Okay,
might do some like minor touch ups.
minor touch-ups. Okay, okay, nothing major, okay.
So no air quality that would be required. for
I believe so, yeah.
Alfredo?
So they, looks like they build the barn on top of the leach field. So we need to in some way add more fingers, we need to be sure that that fingers under the bar, they are capped. Because, they are sending water every day. So you know what is going to happen in a couple of years for that bar. So I think we need to cap that fingers and move a couple finger more to the south. That will be for that one. So the other one for the pole, for the one to the south is the pole barn. I'm not sure if that septic system was finished in that way. Do you know that was finished in that? I mean, because you are showing me a constructed wetland and the fingers. But when I went in there a couple of times, and to my knowledge, they only stopped in the septic tank. I think they never finished with the wetland and the finger. But again, maybe that was done later and never reported. So we need to confirm that. So that will be the two things that we need to fix. Okay, it's no big deal. The one with the they are planning to use that pole bar, right? That's the idea, to use the chop.
Yes.
So I assume it's plumbing inside. So that plumbing is going to create some wastewater. So we need to be sure that it's no finishes. We need to finish. So they are going to use this as a holding tank. We need to prepare the system as a holding tank. So it's a couple of things that we need to work in that one. Okay. So it's not, it's not big, huge situation, but in some way we need to fix it. Okay.
What did you say about the barn being over the septic?
They need to put more fingers. Could you see they build the barn on top of the leach field?
Did you do that, or did somebody else?
Someone else did that.
Did you own the property, or did you buy it
I
there?
did. I hired a contract or a construction crew, and they got someone to put through.
He was going to be reaching back out to the contractor to figure out what exactly they did at the time.
Yeah.
But
Good.
ultimately,
Yeah, because I'm completely sure they were touching that fingers when they were working in that system, in that barn. So, and again, usually the building department is pretty good catching this kind of situation. But for some reason, not sure what happened here. And again, but it's a little
it's not
situation.
ideal.
Yeah. So now we need to, modify and fix it. Yes.
Yes.
It's not good for the barn either. So we need to be sure that is fixed.
Do you have any records for the other one, the 08 system? I mean, this was an existing septic record that we showed on here,
Yeah.
but do you have any record of who filed that or who would have been?
Yeah,
charged with
yeah,
installing that?
yeah. That again for that time was Mr. Mervyn Mass Excavating, but he's not anymore. And his son Craig. So maybe Craig can help maybe with records, is any record, or I can go there and check. It's easy to see. The wetland is there, and always something after. But the wetland is not there. It's only the septic tank. That's where it is. It's only the septic tank because again, I went a couple times and only found the septic tank. I'm very, working with the wetland and never found that one. So
Did you have any more questions on that one?
Where's the wet?
that's not sure. I can go there and see if anything for the wetland.
Because on the north side of the drive, it's kind of low. I figured that'd be wetland, but that's the only place I figured would be wetland.
This would be like a little man-made
Yeah.
created area for the septic.
Yeah.
It's like a septic wetland. So you would notice it, I think, if it was there. It would be presumably in that area where southeast of the barn.
At the barn. Yeah.
The buggy shop there.
Yeah, I couldn't notice that.
Okay. Well, that's a couple things that we need to
Okay.
figure out and fix.
Clayton, this was platted back in 2018.
Yes.
Before that, it was a plat that had a county basically road right of way going back there. Was that roadway road right away vacated when they platted it
Yes, except for the piece that was not included in that
up
plat.
front there?
Yes, which kind of plays into a question for you, Theron, with identifying the driveway. So technically, he only owns to the property line, and the area between the property line and the county road is part of that platted street. So he has legal rights to drive across it, but I don't know if he is responsible for maintaining it. I don't know.
He'd be paving or improving the area between the gravel and his gravel drive.
Platted street, yeah.
It was vacated wrongly, in my opinion. Like you said, it's vacated all the way to the road. be done with it.
Well, the
So,
person that platted this didn't own that at the time, so.
in previous situations, it is a public right of way that is privately maintained. So if they are required to do it, they have to show proof. They have to show me what their contractor is stating, and then I have to take it to the commissioners to get it approved since it's their right of way,
So, if the,
because we don't maintain it.
if the going statement is that you pave in the right of way, but he technically doesn't really have any drive in the right of way, does he need to pave it or can it stay as it is?
He's using the unimproved right away
Yeah.
as his entrance.
Does
It's-
he
it's-
own, do you own the pole barn too?
Out by the road?
Yeah,
No.
no, somebody else does. I would still call that your access though.
Yeah.
I mean, in Platts, people don't own the right of way and they still pave it. So yes,
Okay.
not the whole thing though, obviously. I'm not gonna make you pave all the way. to the
Well, I
north.
guess that was my next
Hold on.
question is, does he need to pave everything to his property line?
No,
Or
just,
just like the first 10 feet,
Just protect the road where they pull
Yeah.
on and out.
just
with.
like the standard right of way distance? Okay,
and then obviously not all the way to the north, just the portion he'd be using,
okay.
like a normal driveway.
And just one more question. You have water to your pole barn buggy shop. Is that coming from your
Yeah.
existing house well?
Yeah.
All the way across. Okay.
Let's see.
There's supposed to be a wetland system on the pole barn buggy shop.
Yeah, that was
You
the
don't know what it
original.
is. You have not looked.
No, because that was never finished. That was in 2008.
I believe this
So-
is ag zoned, so do they need?
So they move it to the to the house.
Do you need to inspect that before you
I
approve?
thought that was
the
only for
site plan?
business zone.
Yeah, anyway, we need to issue the septic permit to fix that one, so that will be the time I can go and check.
That same thing.
Yeah, this is,
I thought that changed with the new ordinance, that's why.
this
We
is,
built it-
this is look similar
We
to,
built it
remember,
before
and
the plan
Okay,
commission
great,
meeting.
thanks. And then,
We'll build it before the plan commission meeting.
yeah, and then to answer your
No, I don't think
landscaping
that they had it.
question.
When is the?
There's a
the plan
lot
closed?
of wooded area
Months
south
now.
of all those buildings, all the way out to the road.
That's depend how.
And then
they
there
can
are
find
existing
somebody.
trees
I won't
for
be able
the
to approve
property,
this.
so,
Site plan ready.
I mean, it is pretty well buffered
No,
already.
we can approve
I
it
don't
with
know
the
that there was
condition that
anything
they need
additional.
to.
Because they've
finish
got
that and we
pasture
can-
and so forth.
Oh, the conditions,
Have you looked at
that plan commission need to be on there if you
Yeah.
haven't.
So there is.
At least to get the septic permit for that time, yeah.
There is, it would be like a double row of trees or trees and a fence. But I mean, the wooded area to the south, I would say, is better than even what that requires. So,
The railroad right away.
But it's not, they own it.
not anymore. He owns it.
He owns that portion. Yeah. This is one of the parcels that the railroad
Bicycles through his
didn't own.
property.
What? Not yet.
Do you have any other comments or questions on the list
Let's see here.
or required?
Don't think so. I think those are all of them.
Any other comments from up here?
Well, we need to work in that, fixing that issues for the septic system.
And this goes to planning commission, right?
goes to
Yeah. So we don't even have to make an approval. If,
Okay.
if they don't fix anything you need, then Zach can look at it again.
Okay,
next time.
sound good?
For that, what, I mean, I don't know that they're gonna have it done by the plan commission meeting, but would you just like them to have a plan in place?
Exactly, yeah, we need to have some kind of plan and at least the septic permit issue for that time.
Okay,
So they
septic
need
permit
to be
issue.
sure, yeah, so I need to be sure that somebody will be taking care of that. And I can check the one for the wetland, is anything there, and we can determine what is the plan of action. Again, they are planning to use that as a wastewater creating, so we need to be sure is the septic tank is there, so what is going to happen? We're going to add a leach field, or where to use it as a holding tank, or what will be the plan, okay? So yeah, probably maybe I need to meet with them and
Yeah.
whoever is going to be working the excavator, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I have nothing for you. Do you have anything for me?
No,
Okay, Chad?
aye. Okay,
All the bicycles can get through. There's a bottleneck there.
good.